So James Harden has just been traded to the Brooklyn Nets, the biggest move of the last year. Brooklyn will now have a big three of Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving. So in today's video, I'll be discussing how good I think the Brooklyn Nets can be this season and how this trade changes the NBA. Before we get into the video, I ask you to drop a like on this video to help my channel grow because it only takes a second of your time. Subscribe to my channel to help me reach my goal of 700 subscribers before the end of 2020, and comment on this video to start a conversation with me because I respond to all of my comments. And play that intro. So the full trade is James Harden to the Nets, Victor Oladipo, Dante Exum, Rodion Kurucs, 4 future first-round picks, and 4 pick swaps to Houston, Jarrett Allen and Taurean Prince to the Cavs, Caris LeVert, and the second-round pick to the Pacers. And although Brooklyn now has the best big three in the entire league, it definitely isn't time to crown them as favorites to win the ring, because there's definitely questions about how good their chemistry will be, since Kyrie hasn't been the most team-friendly guy, as in the past he has made very controversial comments about his teammates, and he has just recently been missing games, seemingly because he wants to. And James Harden also wasn't a perfect teammate, as he has made a lot of drama with the Rockets regarding his trade requests, for example going to party instead of going to training camp, or being disrespectful to his teammates. And Kevin Durant is probably the best teammate chemistry-wise out of these three, but he's not an angel either, as when he was in Golden State, there were rumors of him having problems with certain players on Golden State and Steve Kerr. Another risk is the fact that all three of Kyrie, KD, and Harden are all ball-dominant players who like to dribble the ball, and that could prove to be a problem since all three of them like to take around 20 shots a game, and that is a serious concern since many teams in the past have failed because a lot of guys wanted to take shots, such as the Clippers of last season, the 2013 Lakers, and the 2011 Heat. And in this trade, Brooklyn just lost Jarrett Allen, Taurean Prince, and Caris LeVert, and all of those guys were quality bench players, and in the case of LeVert, he was a real candidate to win the Sixth Man of the Year award, and Jarrett Allen was one of the best backup centers in the league, and he was a promising young player. I don't think the Nets giving up the 4 first-round picks is a big deal, because I expect them to be contenders for the next 4 or 5 seasons. This Nets team has the potential to be the best offensive team in history, as they arguably have the 3 best scorers in the league who can all shoot at an elite level and are all unguardable and can create their own shot against any player or any team. But on defense, they will be one of the worst defensive teams in the NBA, as aside from Kevin Durant, they don't have a single above average defender, and they don't have an elite defender at all who can go out and guard the opposing team's best player. And they actually have quite a lot of bad defenders, such as Kyrie and Harden, who lack effort. Joe Harris and Landry Shamet are just too small, and the Nets are likely going to have to put a guy like Jeff Green on players like Giannis, Jason Tatum, Jimmy Butler, or Ben Simmons, and that simply won't work. But even with all those questions about this team, their potential is undoubtedly very high, as no team in the league has a trio as good as this team, and they are definitely title contenders, and they can easily win the championship. Now, I don't want to make a prediction too big, but if I had to make a prediction that's big, as of right now, I would pick the Nets to go to the NBA Finals, because I think their offense can't be matched by any team in the East. But that's just an early prediction, don't look too much into it. And I think this was a good move for the Nets, since it will undoubtedly make them very good contenders for a long time. And even if they don't win the championship this year or even next year, when you have 3 of the best scorers in the league, you'll always have a chance because they could retool their roster and improve. And so I think it's a solid move. I still wouldn't predict them to win the championship though. Anyways guys, that's it for the video. Let me know if you think the Nets are going to win the championship. Drop a like on this video to help my channel grow. Subscribe to help my channel reach 700 subscribers before the end of January. And comment on this video to start a conversation with me because I respond to all of my comments. And I'm out.